Hi, everybody. This is Pam with Pam Tech Coding. Welcome to my channel. I make complex programming concepts easy to understand. And this is going to be a really short video to talk about generating random numbers, and particularly in JavaScript. Generating random numbers is something that can be useful in many situations in programming. A lot of times when you're doing game programming and you need to create some randomness in your algorithms, you might need to do that. But how to do that is really a pretty complex mathematical algorithm. So just about every programming language has a function already built in that will generate random numbers for you. You just have to understand how it works and the range of numbers it gives you and how to sometimes do some additional math to turn it into the range of numbers you're looking for. So JavaScript has a function called Math.random. I want you to notice that this is a capital M because JavaScript is a case-sensitive language. And we know this is a function because of the parentheses here. This is a function that receives no input. I don't have to give it any information to do its work. And it returns a random number between 0 and 1. So it's going to return a decimal type number. Let me show you what it will do. I actually just did a quick little for loop over here to generate like 10 random numbers. So math.random is going to return me a number, and I need to console log it in order to see it. All right, so this shows you what we're seeing in terms of the type of numbers. They are decimal numbers because, again, they're between 0 and 1, not including 1. So you might say, but I need integer numbers, and I need integer numbers in a certain range. Maybe I need numbers that are between 0 and 10, or 0 and 9, let's start with. So how can I do that? So we'll have to do a little bit of math, right? If we take this number, let's say that the number that we have here is this 0.96, whatever. If I multiply that by 10, right? Math.random times 10 is going to give me a decimal number between 0 and 10, but not including 10. So if I multiply this number by 10, I get 9.6, blah, blah, blah. I want just the integer part of that, so I need to use Math.floor, which will give me the integer part of a number. So if I get the integer part of this number, I get 9. Again, just to talk about Math.floor a little bit here, if I do Math.floor of, let's say 9.8, so it does not round. It literally gives you the integer part of that number. If I do Math.floor of, 256.75, it gives me 256. So that is how you can generate a number, in this case, between 0 and 9. If this is 10, then this is giving me a number between 0 and 9. Just to show you a little bit more how that is the case, I'm going to redo this. Let me clear my console. If we do numbers in a smaller set of numbers, so I'm going to say for let I equal 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. This is just so I can do the same thing multiple times. Console log, and I'm going to do Math.floor. I'm going to do Math.random, need the parentheses, times 3. So this should give me numbers from 0, 1, and 2. And let's close. All right, I was missing a parentheses there. Let's try it again. I less than 10, I plus plus, console log, Math.floor, Math.random times 3. let me check my parentheses here. The console log, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I need one more to close them up. All right, and you can see here, the numbers we're getting are just 1, 2, 0, right? Because I'm doing it 10 times, you would think, there would be a chance if I was going to get some other number, but the only numbers I'm seeing here are 0, 1, and 2. And that's because Math.random times 3 is going to give me numbers just shy of 3. And then when we take the floor of that, we will just get that integer number. All right, one more little thing. If you actually want numbers within a range, for example, numbers from 10 to 20, then this is a function, and you could look this up, that if I have a minimum and a maximum, this just shows me how to do it. So let's say I want numbers between 10 and 20. That means min is 10. So I'm going to just write this over here. That would mean we would have 10 plus Math.floor. And then let's look over here again. This would be Math.random times. So max is 10. 20. We're going to do numbers between 10 and 20. So the minimum is 10, the maximum is 20. So we're going to have 20 minus 10 plus 1, right? 20 minus 10 plus 1 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So we're going to have Math.random times 11. So this is going to give me numbers all the way up to 10 point something. And if I take the floor of that, that will be 10. And then if I add 10, I will get 20. So that will be the maximum. If this gives me 0, because it could, then I get 10 plus 0, and I get 10. So this will give me numbers within a range of 10 to 20. All right. So hopefully that helps you to understand how to use Math.random and Math.floor to generate integer numbers, random integer numbers in whatever range that you are looking for. Hope that helps. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments on this, I'd be happy to look at them. Or if you have any questions, please post them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Keep coding and keep learning.